Andurai say, Amama Seta, Ashidu Ashite Shawam vibrations, every bucka. May your mind, buckas, and souls be old. May your omits be sound. May your buckas be leavened off ground. When we keep to the breath, to the earth, to the mothor, to the SaOn, the soul of Ra guides and keeps you old. OnMa, I say Ra. L-I-E, say L, say I. Christ or a chaplain, Tata Amen Ra. I am Truth Awareness, True Talk. Come be a part of the greatest transfer of Ma'el, that's intelligence, Aminology to Angodu. This is sound logic. And with all that being offered to you, being a fool is absolutely your choice. To Ray is Ray 1845. That's a 9 on the numerology gematria. We have a Ba'a, which is the sound code. That means the etheric spirit of sound is giving us breath today. You're getting a little bit more soul today. The soul Ra'am stem is releasing. It's a payday. It's a number 9. It's a continuation. Tomorrow, we got the first ray of Ray 42, of turn 42. Okay? That means we've gone 42, 45 day cycles since the beginning of solar cycle 25. That, of course, I, and a few buckas that hold the Kagadora are keeping. All right? We're the ones who are holding up. We're the ones who are saving off a full draconian reset. All right? So get to Jesus.com and sign up. Be part of the Raise the Rise Raw. Go to Google, go to Apple, buy the $17 app. Okay? Get connected to Ra. Get off the Gregorian timeline. I don't consent to draconian state, nor should you hashtag that in your post. Thought is the spores that spawns intelligence. Identifyingguide.org. Your mental health is directly tied to your etheric compass. If you're not holding it, there's no way you could be tethered to sound bomb, and you need to have a sound mind. This is a solarization that happens when you join the Raise the Rise Raw at Jesus.com, savbysound.com. Go to AhmedRa.com. You can buy some apparel. You can buy some books. You can buy some drinking vessels. You can buy some toques. You can buy some hoodies. You could buy the Mathorian Kagadora poster, have that 18 by 24 inch poster delivered to your door. You get access to the erectionary. Help us build our Ta'angodu sound logic decoding search engine, because the words of the dictionary die your erection. We're expanding our Ta'angodu. No more speaking dead symbols. We're speaking motion. Okay? And in the erectionary, our latest entry is Redo Raw. That's right. We know now that the red sun, it's not Planet X. It's not Nibiru. Yours truly released the truth. It is Ra Edshu. Okay, this is what feeds our blood. It's iron. This is the plasma. This is the oxide. This is the magnetite. This is the intelligence. Everything comes from Ra Edshu, the radiator that works through his twin, Redo Ra, Do Ra. You know, I scratched my head. I said to myself, I wondered within, I'm like, what can we call this thing they used to call sun? We've elevated the vibration of sun to SaOn. We've elevated the vibration of SaOn to Ra. We've made a difference by recognizing we have two twin SaOns, one red, one orange, and yellow. We actually have a SaOn for every, what you call, color. Okay, there's a blue, there's a purple, there's a green. Okay, especially when they all blend together. They give that rainbowish spectrum that are sometimes seen in the clouds, a cluster of colors. Well, those are all the SaOns converting together. Okay? So anyways, we call things based on what they do. Now, since it pretty much does what Ra does, except for it's not carrying the red iron oxide and all the other stuff. Well, what it is doing Ra. Okay, it's doing Ra. Okay, and it's continuing Ra's work. So as Ra travels through the Ba'am and or Ra, the Sol Ra Am stem, it is not always seen visible in our skies, especially when there's cloud cover, right? But the presence of the SaOn is there, and not to mention we do have the sun, which is a simulator. Okay, so this could be what we see as a device or instrument that beams light at our source of sound. All right, and so this distorts our optical perception of what we see. And since we are optical thinking beings, we're not using our senses like sound logic teaches you to do. You're limited to what you can see. All right. So we've named it Redo Ra, the SaOn that continues Ra doings. The definition: Redo Ra equals Redo Ra, or the orange yellow twin SaOn continues sustaining or Ra like Ra. Redo Ra is the face of the sky that sustains the erection of sound beings on earth. The pronunciation: Redo Ra. When Re-Ed Shu, the red SaOn, travels the Ba'am Ra, the twin yellow SaOn continues the work of Ra, sustaining life on earth. The red SaOn Ra is the origin of the iron blood beings. Okay? The Amen Algo, RE equals to continue life, to continue on. Keep going on. Okay? Sustain, maintain, radiance. Do equals move, fought, to sow and erect or. RA, Ra, equals Ra Edshu, the radiator, radiance, the voice of Ba'am and or Ra, the red SaOn. The English, because this is a Ta'angodu, Amordu, not word. Sun equals SaOndu Ra. That is the opposite. That is the reverse of Redo Ra. That is the simulator. Sun equals SaOndu Ra works. Every time you look up at the sky and say, that's the sun, that's the sun, that's the sun, you're basically saying, SaOndu Ra works. Okay, this is why in the Bible they tell you not to worship the sun, because the sun belongs to God. The sun doesn't belong to source. The sun is the simulator, is what's acting in place of Ra and blocking. It's the mask that's behind, in front of Redo Ra. Okay? The word spelled sun is what simulates Ra and is the light that blocks Ra rays. So there you have it, Redo Ra. Now you have a sound to call that yellow object in the sky that gives you the warmth and radiance. Okay, it's important that we call it Redo Ra. Okay, just like the Draconians know to name their shit to give it life, because when we call it what they name it, it makes a certain command. Okay, so we need to understand and understand this tactic, this language, and this is why we all, especially those, you all want to act like you're so smart and you have your own say and choice when it comes to me. But everything else, you just blindly faith and trust and all that kind of stuff. Well, apply that to me and help us get this shit, elevated. Okay? Because, to quite frank, a lot of you guys aren't wired to even be a factor in this. Okay? You're just a placeholder. Okay? That's it. But for those that want to be initiated, for those that call themselves chosen, for those in all other practices of religion and so forth, if you can, come forth and let's elevate. Okay, let's grow together Okay, let's combine our knowledges and let's apply sound to it. Okay, let's correct it. You gotta be wanting to stand corrected. Okay, or you're gonna die crooked. And that's just the facts. All right. So ta'anka'u, get to the erectionary.com. If you are in there and you're searching for a word and you can't find it, well, you can order it. Okay, you can request. You can request the word. All right. There's a field in here that allows you to input the word that you want to request. All right. You can go to Jesus.com. We have a forum. So every time I post a word, I put it up on the forum. Get engaged. Okay, get engaged. Let's massage this. Let's practice. There's no reason why you guys have to be working through a middleman. I refuse. I refuse to be working with any of these, parasites that have no creativity, but they want to control all the media and everything to force people like me to use their platforms to then feed people like you. No, I have Jesus.com. It's my own platform that I'm building. As souls, we need to support our own shit. Okay, so let's go. Get to Jesus.com and support and help build. All right, thanks for watching. Ta'anku for receiving. Let's go. Tata Amin Ra, Jesus.com. Let's go.